Digitech RP355 is another pedal which was introduced at Winter NAMM 2009. Basically, it is a follow-up of the successful RP350. In this video, I want to stress out what's new and what has been changed and updated since the pedal has turned to black. To tune your guitar, press and hold down foot switch number 1 and 2 until you retune. It will first go into bypass and then into tune, and then release those foot switches and tune your guitar. Let me start with the looper section, which is new in the RP355. Let's create a simple loop. Press foot switch number 3 until you read looper. Press it again, then you read armed and start playing and concentrate on the last part of your music because you have to determine the end of the loop. Let's check if this one is seamless and round. Yeah, good enough. And as you can see, I can change presets and can start noodling on that. When I'm ready to record, I just hold down foot switch number 3 one more time. It's really easy. There are new features in the RP355. In the silver-faced RPs, you weren't able to switch in between modes or switch effects on and off. New in the RP355 is that you can engage effects on and off. You have two modes, one being the stompbox mode and one being the preset mode. Right now I am in the preset mode. And you can see that I can change patches. Okay, maybe I want some delay on that preset number 17, so I push preset number, not preset number 2, foot switch number 2 and 3 simultaneously, and then I go into stompbox mode, and now I can engage some delay. You hear that? Very nice. Or I can engage an effect, a modulation effect. Or some extra distortion if I like to. Always goes well with the delay. I can still add the wah pedal here. This is the same on preset and stompbox mode. If I want to return to preset mode, just press foot switch number 2 and 3 one more time, and you're back in preset mode. In preset mode, foot switch number 3 is assigned to change the amp channel within a preset. That means that each preset is consisting of 2 amp sounds, and by using foot switch number 3, you can toggle back and forth. When you're on preset mode, the first 2 foot switches are responsible for changing presets like that. You see? And foot switch number 3 in preset mode is a amp AB switch. So that means you have a 2-channel amp dedicated to each preset. That's my sound on A. A nice twin reverb model. When I touch the foot switch number 3, it's a little bit more distorted. Right? Going back to A. You can assign pretty much any amp model to A or B, so you create a 2-channel amp on each preset. Think about it that way. You can assign a Fender clean amp on channel A and then a dirty Marshall on channel B. When you're in preset mode, you can use the AB foot switch to create a solo boost. Right now, this is my rhythm sound. And if I step on foot switch number 3, I have my solo sound. So on A I have my rhythm amp, and on B I have the same amp, just louder and with a little bit more distortion. At the same time, you can bring in the effect which you have assigned to the pedal for some extra expression, both on your rhythm and on your solo work. In that preset I just showed you, I decided to have all the effects dedicated or assigned to the treadle. So no effects, and if I move the treadle to the toe position, you can hear the delay. And this works in both of the channels. No effect, effect. Louder boost with effect, louder boost with no effect. Here's how to change parameters and values and models on the RP355. It is basically the same on all the parameters you find in the RP. By the way, this is how you change parameters in most of the Digitech units. It is only top editing mode, which means there are no submenus or hidden parameters. It's just what you see on the top editing level. Let's say you want to change something on the reverb model. Press those cursors here and scroll down to the row of the reverb parameters. The LED on this row now lights, and as you can see, and by rotating the knobs you can change parameters. If the reverb is not on, you cannot change anything on these knobs, so you need to engage the effect in order to change parameters. So now that you know what the front side is doing, let's look at the back side. Here you find the guitar input. Then the 1/4 inch outputs over here, which are connected to this switch here. There are two positions which basically let you decide if the speaker simulation is on or it is off. When you push it in, the speaker simulation is on because then you're on mixer mode. When you push it out, you very likely use the RP in front of an amp, so you don't need speaker simulation. Then you have headphone outs over here, plus an auxiliary in, which gives you the chance to play along with a CD player or MP3 player connected to this input here. The XLR outputs are mirroring the 1/4 inch outputs, again with that little switch to engage speaker simulation or not. If you use the RP355 as an audio interface by connecting it to your computer via USB, use those XLR outputs to connect your RP to the PA or to the studio monitors or to the recording device you happen to use. If you look at this product in the store, you can use these knobs here to navigate through different sounds effortlessly to get a first impression. This knob here, labeled Tone Library, changes the sound of the amp, the speaker, and the distortion model, or a combination out of those three. There are different combinations under this knob, and you can scroll through styles and genres, just like that. If you want to return to your original sound, just press one of the foot switches down here. Okay. The next knob, labeled FX Library, lets you choose different effect combinations, just like that. This knob over here lets you decide how much effect level you want to have in your patch, in your preset. The RP355 comes with Cubase LE4 and a downloadable version of Xedit Editor. With this software package, you basically buy a digital studio in case you own a computer, well, which you obviously do looking at this presentation. Your friends can share presets with you by simply sending them via email. Create a user account on Sound Community and share your presets, playing examples or your opinions with other RP users from all over the world. So I hope I got all the essential features together. Please don't forget that this video is kind of time limited, so it is just a fraction of the feature which you can find in the RP355. The best way is to check out the pedal in your local music store. Make sure you have it set up the correct way. XLR outs with speaker simulation engaged for PA use, and the instrument outputs with no speaker simulation if you happen to use it in front of an amp. Use the first three knobs to get an impression, tone and effect library plus the effect level. Also check out the drum feature, okay? My name is Ralph Jung. I'm signing off for today. Cheers.